Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the First Descendant running on PC. Assuming this game will let me start. Boy, it had a hard time just starting. I had to reboot my PC. Okay, we're still on our Blair journey. Although I am running out of here. I need to get some of those crystal catalysts. Is this gonna be okay for her? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Intercept battles and reactor enhancement. Oh, that's right. Reactor enhancement. It's kind of a weird one to do every day. Oh, I don't think I've ever used this gun to shoot. To just shoot an enemy with. It's a stat stick normally. Oh, this is why. It does not do much damage. was like, are you guys just gonna leave me? What the? Oh, have you not seen this boss yet? Yeah. I mean, the bosses in the game are cool, even though they're sort of, they're not, like, super complex, but that's not what this game is about. Since this is more RPG than it is action. Yeah, let's use Last Dagger. Alright, let's get rid of some inventory. Alright, we'll do way more damage with this thing. Oh, okay. Wow, that rarely happens. Nobody wanted to shoot the little balls. Yeah, it's not too often that that he can get off the one-shot kill if you're not paying attention, I guess. And none of us were paying attention. We all wanted to shoot his weak points. Gotta get to him before he does that. There we go. Yeah, it's been months since I've seen the one shot. That's what we get for not paying attention. But it seems like there's a fair number of new players that have been joining recently. So maybe not everybody knows about the conditions that that can be met to make the one shot happen. After me. There we go. Got one of those. Yeah, other bosses are much worse. This is actually not even one of the really hard ones.
나도 환영이지.
Okay, I need at least 2 more, I think. Yeah, UE5 is pretty impressive. It can turn out some really good visuals. Anybody playing Gluttony? Let's see. Although now, you know, there's enough UE5 games out there where you kind of start recognizing that it's a UE5 game. Like, there are certain, like, visual qualities. You know, just like UE4 and UE3 had like some very specific visual quirks. But it's fine, you know. Looks good, no matter what. I said, I mean, these graphics, I mean, just even 10 years ago, these graphics just would have had to be pre-rendered, right? Real-time graphics like this, that are this quality. Wasn't that long ago where this is like, oh no, we have to render this. There's no way we could do this for real. Now it's just very, very common. Even the whole plasticky look of games and their CG look, you know, I mean, that's all gone now. You know, everything looks, you know, maybe not 100% real, but very realistic. Oh, now he's mad. There's another boss that can one-shot you if you're not careful. And he often does. He often one-shots us. And if you try to revive somebody, he goes after you. Wait for those balls to get close enough to him so that they do some damage. If you shoot him too soon, then it does you no good, and he will just stay in this invincible state forever, unless you let those glowy balls get a little closer to him. But you can't let him touch him, or else that charges his little invincibility thing. Ooh, delicate balance. Five hours on your Mac. Yeah, I mean, that's not atypical, depending on the quality of the visuals. Yeah, but really, it was just like maybe even last generation. I mean, really, even in the PlayStation 4 era, like all of these like skin textures would have been too shiny, right? Like you'd see some clipping here and there. I mean, there's like a little bit of clipping once in a while, but generally, you know, there's not that much clipping that goes on modern games. Oh yeah, Bow Wow Murai. Yeah, well, you know. If it was a cat, it'd be Pernobi. But unfortunately, we don't get cat companions in this game. That's reserved for Monster Hunter, apparently. Oh, there's only two of us, huh? Oh, and he's a level 1. Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Should be enough. I mean, the good thing about Serena, yeah, is fighting this boss is flying away is actually pretty good. It just makes it harder for me since I'm the one that's on the ground. Oh, that was not too bad. Hungry Sonic is okay. Too much junk. It's funny. It's been a couple days since I played a female character. I kind of forget how they shape them. You know. I'm playing Blair this whole time. You know, he's such a like a generic male figure, you know. Ugh, I'm so used to having less charging time in between my my grappling hooks. Stellar Blade. I think Stellar Blade has a lot more set pieces. Like there's a little bit more variety in the graphics in Stellar Blade. And certainly when Stellar Blade comes on PC, I mean it's gonna be pretty good looking. Oh, whoops, wrong gun. Well, pea shooter's not going to do anything. Ugh. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a case where maybe Blair could be good at a boss fight, but I can't think of like a single boss where he'd probably be useful. Oh, Phantasy Star Online 2. Well, Phantasy Star Online 2 is, you know, it's a much lesser looking game. The engine is a little older in Phantasy Star Online 2. I mean, they did, you know, make some improvements to it. But yeah, it's not quite at the UE5 level. I mean, it definitely feels like a PlayStation 4 game. But the game's been around for what, 8 years now? I mean, Phantasy Star Online 2 is not a brand new game for sure. In fact, it took them forever just to even upgrade that engine so that it would support 4K. Close enough, huh? Oh, I got hit? Wow. That's surprising. Ooh, it is not giving me those things. Yeah, it's funny. Maybe it was like even 2 months ago that I was hiding from this boss. I wasn't even like in the open. You know, I was hiding behind pillars. Now it's just like, I'm just standing out in the open. Not a care in the world. But you know, doing the weapon tuning really changed the way this game played. I mean, you're just so much stronger. And then, you know, now you add arch tuning on top of that. But yeah, fighting this guy with like a vanilla gun, I mean, this is a hard boss. It's only because they've been powering us up over the last couple of months that, you know, I feel more confident fighting him. Yeah, 2 months ago I was like constantly dying, constantly running out of health, constantly running out of magic. Well, not with this character, but you know, she obviously doesn't use magic. But yeah, I think we kind of forget how much this game has improved over a relatively small amount of time. I mean, you know, it took Warframe probably 3, maybe 4 years before it really was like a super solid game. So, you know, it's been like a very, very long time just being just an okay game. A lot of people mad about the Inez nerf. Yeah, I guess so. Probably. But now Inez is actually better than she used to be. You know, you have to hit another button now. But I think with the right setup that she's actually doing more damage than she used to. Or very close to it. But having her number 2 being so much stronger, you know, beefing that up, I mean, that helps a lot in your damage, in your DPS. Just because she can't cast Snare all day long, I mean, you're still able to throw fireball or lightning balls everywhere, and then you're able to detonate them pretty fast, and they do double the damage they used to do. So it's like, I don't know, man. Good riddance to people who don't want to play this game just because they had to hit one more button every once in a while. I mean, I don't think those people were spending money anyway. So, as far as Magnum Studios is concerned, you know, yeah, doesn't really matter if they left or not. Yeah, I mean, she can still clear 90% of the game. It's not like she's a bad character. Yeah, it's definitely a skill issue. It's just, or people just refusing just to change their playstyle. I mean, it's not even much of a learning curve. Like I said, you have to hit your number 2 a little bit more often, and you have to space out your number, you know, you have to space out your snare a little bit more, but it hardly breaks the game. And they're leaving Serena alone, you know. So if you really do want an overpowered character, even more powerful than Inez was, then you can just play Serena. It's like there are easy solutions to people's problems, you know. Plus, it's totally free to play. I mean, it's not like you have to buy Serena. She may take a little longer to get because the drop rates on her items aren't as common as they were with Inez, but I don't know, man. I mean, we even had some of the creators in the streaming space say they quit the game because, you know, all the characters are too powerful. Which is I mean, yeah, that's a pretty hot take, but, you know, whatever. I hope you don't mind, Rex, if I don't heal you right away. I almost killed that guy. Ah, damn it. Sorry. Didn't quite get the whole thing. He's only got like a sliver of health. Oh, and he killed us. He did the one hit. Dude, he had like 50 health left. That's so funny. "50 health and he did the one hit. He did the one hit. I tell ya. Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder how many people who were complaining about Inez actually spent money on Inez. It's like, oh, is there a refund now that you nerfed Inez? I'm like, you didn't spend any money. Get out of here. You still have the default costume on. Damn it. Sometimes it just gets in the way and I can't shoot the little... Can't shoot the icicles. Angle bad. Oh, that should be enough. There we go. Ooh, finally. Boy, these things do not drop very often. You need so many of them. I think I need one more. Then back to Blair. And just constantly dying. Even though he's almost fully leveled up. How far are we on this? Oh, this is already at 40. What am I doing still equipping this thing? Oh, that's also at 40. Do I not have any more purples at level 1 or so? Yeah, looks a little bit like the pulse rifle from Doom. Just us two? Well, hopefully he doesn't pull the one hitter. But I'm assuming with Serena that I won't have to worry about that. Okay, good.
사랑하는 내 딸 다이아. 조금만 기다리렴.
Okay, so hopefully I don't have this at level 40. Okay. Another 30 minutes we can get another of these rewards. I might as well buy the hour one then.
이 레이나님에게 무슨 볼일이라도?
Okay, I gotta play this wimpy Blair.
공격 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계승자.
여기는 사령부. 함선의 증원이 오고 있다. 직결적 타격을 요청한다. 계승자, 수송기에서 광역 정형화 폭탄은 지상으로 투하했다. 보이드 에너지를 정화하려면 꼭 필요해. 아르케로 뇌관을 점화시키고 기폭 장치를 눌러.
I wish they toned down the screen shake on his flamethrower. It's just a little too shaky for me.
임무 종료. 전원 수송기 위치로 이동 바란다. 고생 많았다고 할래.
Ugh, all these reactors. Still need to finish the fire beam gun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem that useful. At least not right now. Maybe they'll buff it later.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계속. 아르케 수용체 생명 반응 확인.
No. Okay, game.
계승자, 적 병력이 대량으로 전송되고 있습니다. 원점을 공격해야 합니다.
내가 목을 치하리다. 잠깐 충전해야 해. 전송.
Almost
임무
died.
완료되어.
Again.
수송기 지원을 부탁한다.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계승자. 계승자. 적 병력이 대량
It's almost too bad that they decided not to support the old systems with this game. You know, for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Please no Switch 2 version. Yeah, I mean it did run on the PlayStation 4 when it launched. Not this set of levels. I think this set of levels kind of broke the PS4 version, but and obviously the PS4 version did not look like this, right? I mean, it didn't quite, not quite at the same fidelity, but it could run it, just not these levels. You know, these really big levels. I mean, UE5 is pretty versatile. But you know, the more advanced features do require more horsepower. There's just no way around it. And then I guess the maps, the new maps that are going to be in Season 3, I mean, they're going to even be bigger than this. So yeah, I mean, they just had to ditch the old systems. Even though there are more old systems than new systems. I mean, there's still way more PlayStation 4s than PlayStation 5s. I think there are also more Xbox Ones than Series X or Series S's. I believe that's still true. That might have changed recently. I mean, Microsoft didn't really exactly sell a whole lot of Xbox Ones or in the first place, but I think there's still more of those. he can always hit me on my flamethrower. I mean, listen, Blair is just, I don't know, man. Ultimate Blair better be really good. Regular Blair is, you know, he's just okay.
임무 종료. 수송기를 그쪽으로 보내겠다. 어서 귀환해.
Yeah, last gen is going to be, I mean, especially with the new gen being so expensive. I mean, if you want a PS4, if you want a PS5 Pro, it's $700, and the price is going up. It's not going down. So it's only $700 right now. You know, it'll be more expensive in a couple months.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계속.
You know, and at this point in time, Microsoft's just basically a third party. I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, they have an Xbox, but they don't really, it doesn't really seem like they promote it or care about it anymore. Which is too bad. It's still a good system. It's just in their, you know, in their design phase when they wanted to cheap out a little bit. I mean, I think that just really hurt them. Having the two different banks of memory at different speeds. I mean, I don't know. Whenever you make something too complicated for development, or more complicated than your competitor, then it just ruins you.
생명 반응 확인.
Because the video output on an Xbox Series X is good. I mean, the video output's better than a PlayStation 5. But that's just because it supports, you know, VRR and all sorts of weird resolutions. Sony kind of is getting there, but it's like they're very slowly supporting, like,
대규모 벌거스 전송 확인.
you know, like Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision and all the weird resolutions in between 1080p and 4K. Like the 1440p support is, you know, hopefully you have a TV that or a monitor that works with their sort of weird implementation of it. Yeah. I mean, the Xbox is good if you have an older library. I think they did spend a lot of good time doing that. You know, in that sense, they definitely beat out the PlayStation 5 as far as like the back catalog. And Game Pass is still a good deal, even though that has also gotten more expensive.
수송기 위치로 전송 대기 중. 수고했습니다.
I mean, I stopped paying for it after the last 2 price increases. I was like, I'm done. Just I don't play enough of these games, and it just keeps getting, you know, the price keeps getting higher, and it's not like I'm getting more games. Yeah, I think the worst part about the new Xbox pricing setup is now that Silver, you know, the cheapest Xbox Live subscription. Now you can't even play your free-to-play games on them. It's like you have to buy the next tier up.
조심해서 진행하십시오. 대규모 벌거스 전송.
It's like, oh, come on, guys, you can't give me just the free-to-play. You can't even give me free-to-play games. I mean, I gotta pay for the online connection to my free-to-play game. It's just, what are you guys doing, man? I mean, I'm on PC, right? I mean, I don't have to pay for online services at all. Yeah, I mean, I get it. They're having a hard time making money. You know, they dumped it all into Game Pass, thinking that there was just like some sort of infinite market, infinite number of gamers that were going to sign up for Game Pass. And then they, you know, they learned that there was a ceiling. It's like there's only so many people that are going to pay for Game Pass. Oh, there's a Sharon here. I haven't seen a Sharon for a long time. That's a really fun character.
계승자 수송기에서 광역 정형화 폭탄을 지상으로 투하했다. 보이드 에너지를 정화하려면 꼭 필요해. 아르케로 뇌관을 점화시키고 기폭 장치를 눌러.
I think the worst part is Game Pass on PC because it's not compatible with Steam, and you have to use the Windows Store, which is not a great platform to buy PC games. I mean, Microsoft has been working on the Windows Store for decades at this point, and they still can't get it right. Even something as simple as like controller mappings, like just being able to use a controller, just they can't quite get that right. You know, they don't have like a generic controller profile. They have profiles attached to games, so you know, you may have one game that works with your controller and then it doesn't work with another game. It's just it's really bizarre. And you know, Microsoft writes those drivers. I mean, they're the ones who make those controller drivers. The fact that they can't get it right is really, it boggles the mind. It's like, how do you guys make this stuff and then don't, you know, like you don't know how to use it? Like I was surprised when, you know, my friend was telling me he was trying to play the Indiana Jones on PC. You know, that new one. He's like, yeah, it doesn't work with my controller. It's like other games work with a controller, but it's a problem just with the Windows Store. Like it doesn't have controller profiles. And so everybody has to have a workaround. They have to have like a workaround hack in order to get their controller working on that game. And it's a controller-friendly game, right? It's not really meant to be played with a mouse and keyboard. yeah, sometimes they just make the most bizarre decisions. It's just all the stranger because they're, you know, they own the operating system, which most of us play games on for the PC. You know, we're required to use all their drivers, which they make, and then somehow none of it works on their platform. You would think it was a joke, like if, if somebody told you about it. It's like, are you kidding? No, it's no, not kidding. I wish I did more damage. For being so cool looking, it really just, it doesn't really hit very hard.
임무 종료. 수송기를 그쪽으로 보내겠다. 어서 귀환해.
I think that's true on the PlayStation Portable.
계승자.
It's still a hack, right? But I believe that's true. I'll have to ask my friend who has a portable. It's one of those things I didn't buy.
돌파하고 있었어.
Normally, I like that kind of stuff.
시키려면 지금의 기회다. 서둘러.
But I actually don't have a good use case for a gaming tablet. I mean, I play games on my TV. You know, I don't really play my games. I don't really take them with me around the house. And if I go traveling, then I generally will play a Switch. You know, even my Steam Deck, I thought for sure I was going to use that Steam Deck a lot, and I haven't turned on the Steam Deck in maybe 8 or 9 months. I mean, I don't even have it plugged in anymore. I was all for it. I'm all for the Steam Deck, you know. I love the idea. But then it's just kind of a little disappointing. And sometimes you have to wait a couple weeks for some new PC games to even be able to run on it. So it's like, eh. It's like, it was a good try, guys, and it just is not ready.
생명 반응 확인.
I swear, all the enemies can smack Blair around. Just, there's not a single enemy here that can't knock him on his ass. Alright, we'll see ya.
레렌러스 아르케덤의 시작. 내가 목을 치하리라.
No.
누구지?
하운드 액추얼, 사령부로 전송. 임무 완료했다. 수송기 지원을 부탁한다.
I'm getting hungry, but it's way too late to eat. I guess I'll make some coffee. Okay, you definitely need some health. Maybe this is not the best way to go about this, but he just keeps dying.
계승자, 작전 지역 도착 확인. 조심해서 진행하십시오.
대승자, 대규모 벌거스 전승이 확인된다.
I just never feel like I contribute that much when I'm playing Blair. Like even the low level enemies, I'm not really doing that much damage to them. Oh, I mean, maybe I'll have to check my build a little bit more. There might be some other combination that will work better for him. But I mean, I think I have all the bases covered though. I have as much cooldown as I can get. I have as much skill power as I can get. I don't know what else to do with him. Like I said, it's just maybe that this is not a good Transcendent mod. There might be something, you know, maybe one of his other ones are better. But this is like the one that I see people use the most if they're going to be playing him. It generally tends to be this one. Oh, jeez. Just knocked me out of my my special. It's just every time. Just slaps him right out of it. Come here. Come here. Come here. I know, dead.
임무 완료했다. 수송기 지원을 부탁한다.
I mean, I kind of got trapped in between some enemies, so, you know, I don't know if like another character would have survived, but probably. Just not Blair. Just. It could be a skill issue too, you know. I mean, that's high on the possibility list as well. But you know, I don't have to work so hard if I'm playing, you know, Inez or Serena or Glay or Bunny. I had to work hard and just to do like a tiny bit of damage and to stay alive. Yeah, I just don't know what advantages he has. He just doesn't really have any advantages.
계승자. 작전 지역 도착 확인.
And you know, I'm a Luna main. You know, yeah, I mean, even Luna does like quite a bit more damage than than Blair. And she's a support character, you know. Am I the only one shooting these things? Oh, I'm with two Ineses. I'm like, oh, why am I the only one shooting these? Okay, I get it. Are they both down? What in the world? About to say if they're both level 40, that'd be hilarious. But one of them's level 34. Oh, and he's not doing the is doing the gun build. Okay, the plasma ball, that you got an excuse for the plasma ball. If you're playing the mobbing build and dying with Inez at this point in time, I don't know. Everything can knock Blair out of his animation. It's just... Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay, well that's weird. Maybe I should switch to the Albion. Where are you, Albion? Oh, I still need ammo. Where's the thing? Here it is. Why are these Inez struggling? Inez is really good at these levels. Are they both doing the plasma ball? No. One of them's the mobbing build, I think. Although at this point in time I have a good plasma ball build for Inez. I just need to play around with it a little bit more, but it's pretty good for boss content, and mostly good for mobbing content. She has some issues with her ammo, depending on what gun you're using. Like I said, the guy using the plasma ball setup, I mean, he's got a good excuse. You know, it's a little harder to work with her. But the guy using the mobbing build, I mean, there's just no reason to be dying. I mean, unless you're just not using a meta build, I mean, that's noble of you to not be using one of those. Although maybe not a good decision. Oh, did you guys get it? Okay.
이제 실수하는 일 없을 거야.
This is just the most annoying boss. teleporting everywhere. Oh, hold on a minute, buddy. Jeez, he's just hammering me. Good thing I gave him extra health in that, in the arch upgrades.
임무 종료. 전원 수송기 위치로 이동 바란다. 고생 많았다고 할래.
Okay, that's a little bizarre. I gotta say that was an interesting setup there. I've never seen a pair of Enuses struggle that much. Yeah, it's okay to be a new player. Like maybe they don't have that transcendent mod yet. Because I think I had to hunt for that transcendent mod for quite a while before I got it. Like I originally got the plasma ball set up first.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계승자.
Which is good. Hey, I'm more than happy to have new players on here. They screw up, it's fine. I just worry about the ones that have the meme set up and are still dying. I mean, this isn't even a meme meta build that I'm using for Blair. I don't even know if there is one, to be honest with you. I just kind of figured out these mods on my own just because I've had to build so many of these characters. Like, there's some very, very common modules you use for all these Descendants. And not a whole ton of variation, honestly. The only things that really make them different are the abilities themselves. But you generally tend to use the same mods.
계승자, 대규모 벌거스 전승이 확인됐다. 바뀐 점을 기억해.
Yeah, I mean, I've also noticed more new players recently, or at least the ones I'm assuming are new, based on their playstyle. Which I say is good. I mean, people are still coming in. Even if you had a couple of Inez players leave, there's at least more coming in to make up for them. I want to be able to play this game for a couple of years. I don't want it to disappear in the first year. Having too much fun. And there's nothing else that's really like this game. Has the same kind of pacing. You know, it's fairly casual friendly. You know, you don't necessarily have to no life it if you don't want to. I mean, the story is actually getting a lot more interesting now that they've written a couple of the character stories, the standalone stories. You know, there are plenty of slutty outfits, except for the men. So, you know, if you're a man connoisseur, this is probably not the game for you. Well, I don't know. I mean, the game has its fans. Also, they do a pretty good job of getting the guy costumes to be like fairly cool looking. They're either cool or funny. And I think they, as far as like that's concerned, they do a pretty good job. Like, I'm definitely getting the corn costume. I mean, that will be my default male costume.
작전 종료 확인. 수송기 위치로 전송 대기 중. 수고했습니다. 계승.
Oh, that's right. I'm out of one. I don't know if we're done researching. I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Well, I'm getting tired anyway, so. Ooh, we're almost done with the event. Wow, hard to believe. Time goes by fast. And then we'll see if we die playing Ultimate Player as well. Maybe, or maybe. But it would be hilarious if Ultimate Player was even more powerful than Serena. 5 hours? Oh yeah, okay, we got time. I mean, for a long time, Lepic was like one of the top Descendants when the game first came out. So, never know.
모듈이 당신을 더 강하게 만들어 줄 겁니다.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, those seem like the right choices. Maybe I could drop multi-talented. I don't know. That's the only time I ever get any bonuses to to using my skills. And the two skill power, you know, dimension and fire should work well for him. He only has that one skill that does singular, so there's no point in using focus on singular. In fact, I don't even think it'll let me do that one and focus on dimension. No, I don't know. I don't know what else to do to him to make him better. Outside of the arch tuning, but this just takes time to go through the whole map. Yeah, we'll give him as much of this stuff as we can. As much of this stuff as much health. And then by the time I'm done with him, it should be time for ultimate. Fire singular, skill cost, skill cooldown. You know, I'm not really looking for that.
그래서 이번 임무가 뭐라고? 요리? 아니면
물과 아르케가
Do I have Valby in her swimsuit? I don't remember. Oh, I guess I do. Oh, did I make it black? I don't even remember doing that. It does look funny having the gun in the holster there, doesn't it? Ah, well, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching the First Descendant running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. And I think next time we'll actually finish Blur out. I think it doesn't have much more to go.